Blake Olson in the Nissan GTR for 7 laps with Peter Grimes. Once you get on the track, big thing keep in mind is just be real smooth. The smoother you are, the faster you'll be. Once you get that down, to really work on helping you get on the right line, hit all the apex of the corners, keep it balanced through all the corners, and really hold some good speed through all the corners. Pretty much just drive the car as fast as you want, as long as you're doing it correctly. That's what I'm here to help you with, is just get you faster and faster. Mirrors in the car adjusted for me.
Okay.
So I'm aware see what's going on behind us. If anyone's going to be passing us though, I'll let you know. Let's turn the hazards on. I'll put my hand on the top of the wheel and we'll hold our line, let them get around us. If we're about to pass anyone, we'll wait for their hazards until we're ready to go from there.
Okay.
Other than that, any questions?
No, this is the first time I've been in a paddle shifter car. I'm used to manuals. So.
Okay. It's not a ton of shifting on this track, luckily. It's sort of weird to get used to at first, but once you get used to it, it really is nice and it's really easy. Just upshift, downshift, I'll tell you when to shift. I'll say upshift 1, downshift 1, and when I say shift, only shift once. Pretty simple on that, nothing, like I said, not a ton of shifting on this track. Other than that, good to go.
Okay.
So pull it back into drive for me. Just push the top, there you go. All the way back. Back one, there you go.
It says 1.
Yep, and then bump it over, now we're manual. And the wheels are turned to the left right now, so turn them 1, hold turn to the right, please. There you go, they're straight, so we'll pull right down the center of the right down the center of the spot and then right around the wall. Clear, so we'll follow this around, then right at the end of the wall we'll hook her right just so I can look down the track to my right. Turn right here, just point straight at the marine cones right there, and we'll stop right here. And what looks like we'll wait for the probably the green Lamborghini once they pass. As long as they're not pulling off, then we should be clear to pull them. Alright, so they're pulling off the track, so we're good to go. Gonna enter on behind between the blue cones up here. And upshift. Right here, just carry a straight line right through the chicane all the way to the turning cone. Start turning it in, keeping your eyes up, looking for your apex, looking for your exit. And upshift. Throttle all the way to the braking zone. And upshift. And upshift. And braking. Downshift 1, more brake. Heavier brake, turn it in. Tight to the curb, keep it balanced all the way down to the apex. Squeeze throttle, unwind the wheel, look for your exit, back in the gas. All the way to the braking zone, braking.
You don't really have to brake, do you?
Downshift? What'd you say?
That
I was just riding it just a tad till you get a good feel for them. Keep it all the way to the outside, wait for your turn-in cone, then turn it in. Keep it balanced up and over. Keep it tighter to the apex, back in the gas coming out.
Okay.
This one's sort of a tricky corner. Keep it all the way to the outside, wait for that turn-in cone. A little bit of brake at the way to the front, and then turn it in. There's your apex real tight inside, drive down to it, then on the gas coming out. Through the chicane right here, keep it to the right, setting it up for it. Press the brake, wait for that turn-in cone. It's a straight line through the center, carry your speed. Bring it all the way to the outside of the track. Wait for that turn-in cone, be real patient, turn it in, already looking for your exit. Coming through, back in the gas. Throttle all the way down the straightaway. And
does this have a shift light or no?
It does when you start revving it too high. And upshift. And braking. Downshift 1, heavier braking, wait for the cone, turn it in. Keep it balanced down to the apex. Squeeze throttle on exit, unwind the wheel, drive it right up and out of the corner. All the way to the braking zone, and braking.
Do you want me?
Downshift 1.
Seems like I'm braking really early.
Once we just need to really carry a little bit more speed on exit,
okay,
then it'll see more.
Okay.
Ooh.
What was that?
I don't know.
It feels like out of gas.
Yeah, I was just checking. We'll find that gas and see if it does it down the next straight.
Okay. So I guess if I'm going faster, I wouldn't need to. I don't really need to brake it.
Yeah, just keep it outside, wait for it, and then turn it in.
Okay.
Yeah, once you're up to speed more, then the line will sort of start making more sense.
Okay.
So back on the throttle coming out. Working it back over to the right, coming through the chicane. Right here, no brake right now.
If I was going faster, yeah.
Yep, straight line through the center, you're on the throttle coming through. Bring it all the way to the outside. Wait for that turn-in cone, and then turn it in. Pinch it off real tight to the apex, on the gas coming out. Keep your eyes up for your exit all the way down the straight.
So if I was going faster, that would make more sense to have those brakes.
Exactly. And upshift. So throttle all the way to the cones, then braking. Heavier braking, downshift 1, wait for it, turn it in. Balanced all the way into the apex. Squeeze throttle coming out, back in the gas, unwind the wheel, throttle all the way to the braking zone, full throttle. And braking. Downshift one, more brake, wait for that turn in, then turn it in. Release the brake, hold your speed, start squeezing throttle coming out, arc it back to the right. Just a little brake, wait for your turn in, turn it in. Keep it balanced coming over, squeeze throttle coming through all the way to the braking zone. And braking. Keep it outside, wait for it. Be real patient and then turn in. We'll turn just a little bit later next time, then we won't start running out of track like that. And back in the gas. Coming into chicane, keep it to the right. Wait for your turn in. Then right when you turn it in, throttle through the center. All the way to the outside. Just a little braking, get the weight to the front. Yep, and then turn it in. Yeah, once you hit the line correctly once, then it makes sense. All of a sudden, that's what you're striving for. And upshift. And upshift. All the way to the cones. And braking. Downshift one. Wait for your turning cone. Turn it in. Start releasing the brake. Get all the way down to the apex, keeping it balanced. Look for your exit. Drive right to it. Throttle all the way out. And braking. Heavy braking, downshift one, wait for it, turn it in, release the brake, get it tight to the apex, squeeze throttle coming out, arc it back over to the right, brush the brake, wait for your cone, turn it in. Keep it balanced up and over, squeeze throttle coming through, all the way to the braking zone.
You're not going that fast now.
Keep it all the way outside, wait for your cone, and then turn it in. Pinch it off real tight, look ahead to your apex, get it down there, and then back in the gas. Use up all the track you got, wait for that turn-in cone, keep it real wide, and throttle through the center once you get it rotated. All the way to the outside, set it up for the next corner, bring it real wide, and then turn it in.
There, yeah.
Look at your apex, look at your exit. And upshift. Liking the car so far?
It's a beautiful car.
And upshift. And braking. Heavy braking. Downshift one, wait for your turn it in, release the brake. Tight to the curb, all the way down to the apex. Look for your exit, start squeezing throttle, unwind the wheel, all the way to the braking zone.
You're not going that fast, really even need to brake.
Downshift one, wait for your cone, turn it in. Tight to the curb, squeeze throttle coming out, arc it back over to the right, wait for your turn and then turn it in. Keep it balanced real tight to the apex, get it tight next lap, back in the gas. And braking, remember use up the whole track, keep it real wide. Then turn it in, look for your exit, pinch it off real tight to the apex, back in the gas, much better. Unwind the wheel a little bit. Once you track out just a little bit further next lap, keep it to the right, then you're good. Wait for it.
Really need to brake? Yeah.
Yeah, right there.
You need to brake this car.
Now, right there, you just barely brush the brake, get the weight to the front, turn it, throttle through. Turn it in, tight to the curb, and back in the gas. And upshift. And upshift. Braking. A little bit more brake, wait for your turn it in. Release the brake, keep it balanced, coming through, squeeze throttle coming out, unwind the wheel, back in the gas, all the way to the braking zone. Throttle all the way through, and braking. Downshift one, wait for your turn it in. Tight to the curb, squeeze throttle coming through, arc it back over to the right. Wait for your turn in, then turn it in. Keep it balanced up and over, wait for your weight to transfer, back in the gas. All the way outside, wait for your turn in, then turn it in. Pinch it off real tight to the apex, back in the gas coming out, track it out, back in the throttle, and set it up back into the apex.
Really don't even need to brake here.
No, right there, once you're really up to speed, that's where you really need to. Right now, you can carry your speed through it, bring it real wide, and then turn it in. Pinch it off tight, look at your exit, back in the gas. And upshift. Yeah, when you're coming through that like we are right now, no need to brake, but when you're up to speed more, that's when it's more apparent. Turn it in, tight to the curb, just a tad bit more brake next slide. So start squeezing throttle coming out, and downshift one, all the way to the braking zone. And downshift one more, wait for your turn, just a tad bit more brake, then turn it in. Keep it balanced coming through, squeeze throttle, arc it back over to the right, wait for your turn in, then turn it in. Tight to the curb, squeeze throttle coming out, all the way to the braking zone.
Didn't need to do that.
You're fine. Yeah, a little braking, keep it real wide.
Here's where I need to do it.
And then turn it in. Pinch it off coming through, throttle all the way to the braking zone. And upshift. Full throttle coming in.
Yeah, don't need to brake here.
Yep, wait for your cone, then turn it in. Get it rotated, then turn it in. Yeah, if anything, just lift just for a second, then turn it in.
Got it wide here.
Wait for your cone, then pitch it off. Then start picking up throttle, look at your exit, back in the gas. And upshift. Yeah, if you start to know where your exit is, then you know how much speed you can carry and how much to unwind the wheel. Perfect. And braking. Downshift 1, wait for your turn it in.
A little hot here.
Yep. Squeeze throttle coming out, unwind the wheel, drive all the way to the braking zone, full throttle. And braking. Heavy braking. Downshift 1, turn it in. Tight to the curb, keep your speed coming through the center, squeeze throttle, arc it back over to the right. Brush brake, wait for your cone, turn it in. Wait for your apex, back in the gas coming out. And braking. Keep it real wide, wait for your turn in, and then turn it in. Pinch it off tight to the inner apex. Squeeze throttle coming out, back in the gas. All the way keeping it right. Wait for your turn in cone, straight line through the center. Carry your speed through it, bring it all the way to the outside, use your whole track. Already looking at your apex, knowing where your exit is. Pinch it off tight to the apex, drive it all the way out to the exit. Unwind the wheel, perfect. And upshift.
Keep going for you.
And upshift, all the way to the braking zone, and braking. Remember, more brake this time.
Yeah.
Downshift 1, wait for it, turn it in. Start releasing the brake, get it down to the apex. Look for your exit, unwind the wheel a tad, back in the gas. Much better. And braking. Heavy braking, downshift 1, downshift again. Tight to the curb. Squeeze throttle, arcing it back over to the top of the hill. And a little braking, downshift 1, then turn it in. Keep it balanced up and over, and throttle all the way to the braking zone. We're going to stay right up to the top of the track right here. You're going to pull it off through the white cones.
Are we done?
Straight forward right through here.
Okay. That was awesome.
We'll follow the road around, we'll pull right back into the tent. Do you like the car?
Yeah.
Very forgiving.
It's a great car.
Any questions?
Nope.
Okay. If you said this was your only car today, right?
Yeah.
Okay. If you could decide to come back again, the only thing I'd say really working on is, a couple times, just a little bit more brake pressure, obviously. But that really, once you, like I was saying before, once you hit the line correctly once and really feel what it feels like to be up to speed real well, then it sort of makes more sense. We're right here in the center of the tent. So just every once in a while we just came into stuff just a little bit too hot. But like I said, just driving that, you'll get that good. We're right in this first spot right here. And just keeping your eyes up, knowing where you're trying to go. So if you're always looking for your exit, if you know where that is, then you'll be able to pull a really smooth line through the corner.
And there's probably a park button.
There you go.
Yeah, okay, cool.
But
Yeah, it was great.
other than that, you had a good time?
Yeah.
Alright, perfect. Just turn the wheel one whole turn to the left for me before you turn it off. And then we should be good to go.